Hey, today I'm gonna trim out this window. But if you have existing trim or a drywall trimmer on your windows, this video is for you too. I'll cover everything you need to know, step by step, how to professionally install trimmer on your windows, next on HomePro Hero. I got a super easy trim project here, one window, but I'm gonna show you the easiest ways in the world to install this. It's gonna increase the value of your home. It's gonna make your rooms look great. Let's get to work. So when I install window trim, there's really 3 steps to it. I have my jambs, which is my inner part. I have my casing, which is my outer part, and then I have my top header and my bottom header. I build my top header and my bottom header separate, and I install them last. If this was a drywall wrapped window, then you would just peel the drywall back and this is what you're left with. When it comes to the existing trim, just pull it off. You'll see the framing right behind it. So regardless if you have existing trim or you're trimming out a new window or if you have drywall, once you remove the drywall or the trim, you get to this particular stage, everything is the same going forward. I'll start with the jamb, which is basically a box around the window. Every window is different. This window is a fixed window, it doesn't open. It does have 2 ledges here. It's got outside ledge, inside ledge. So the jambs are really preference. All you gotta do is make sure you have at least a 1/4 inch reveal. My rough opening is 60 by 60. So minus an inch and a half, that puts me at 58.5 inches. I'll probably take another 1/4 of an inch off just to make sure that the square fits and I still have plenty of room for the reveal. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a jamb that is 58.25 by 58.25. This stuff's good stuff. I like mine. It cuts nice, it's cheaper than poplar, and it's hard enough where it's not gonna get banged up too hard. Okay, I forgot to show you inside that you have to rip down the jamb to the width between the window and the drywall. In my case, it's 2 3/4. I'll probably take an extra 1/8 of an inch off just to make sure it fits inside, and then I'll caulk the difference between the window and the trim board with silicone. Okay, I'm using 1.5 inch 18 gauge brad nails and some wood glue. That's it. I haven't talked to Nala about this gun right here. This thing is incredible. I used to have air nailers and stuff. This thing does all my trim work. They're kind of salty, but boy, the amount of work it saves by not having the compressor and the hose, it's priceless. So if you got some extra coin or maybe a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, these have been great. I've not had a problem. I've had one jamb in about the 2 years that I've owned it. All right, let's see if it fits. If you've watched my videos before, you kind of know what I'm gonna say here, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Appears to fit perfectly. Okay, real quick, might do a little bit of shimmy when we install this. You can see I got some flex right there. It may go tight, we'll put a level on there. But for the most part, this part right here between the black and the white, we'll get a silicone. If you wanna use your block, it looks pretty good. So if I go tight up against that window, it should be fine. And let's go ahead and tap it. Good. And all I'm doing is looking at the reveal. Obviously, can go in a little bit. Put the shim in there just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, then let's concentrate on the other side. The other side should be very similar. But you can see that gap's a little bit bigger than what it is down at the bottom and top. So what you gotta do is basically use this shim. We're gonna pry it out just a little bit. See how I brought it out just a tad bit? About right there. And then what we'll do is I'm not gonna nail the shim. I'm gonna nail on both sides of it. Then you pull the shim out. And you can see it, very firm. So really, you just wanna concentrate right to left and make sure your reveal on the right and your left is pretty much the same. So don't freak out if it's off a little bit. Nobody's gonna pay attention, especially when there's a blind there. Okay, I loaded up the nail gun with now 2 inch 18 gauge brad nails. Plenty long enough. It's real simple. We're gonna do the 2 sides, right? That's it, 2 sides. All you gotta do is get an inside measurement. It should be about the same on both sides. I got 58.25, right? 58.25. We're gonna add a 1/4 inch to the top and the bottom. So that's gonna put me at 58 3/4. So I need 2 58 3/4. Let's go cut them. If you didn't know, these little shims, the bottom of these shims are 1/4 of an inch, so they work perfect for this type of thing. All I'm gonna do is just make sure this thing is 1/4 of an inch down, and then 1/4 of an inch this way too. Give it one. We already know the top's good. All we gotta do is get our reveal here. It's right on the money right there. Okay, it should give us a pretty consistent reveal. We're just gonna tap it for now, get the other side on, do the header, the seal, and then we'll nail it all up. It's gonna be 2-piece header, be a combination of a 1x6 and a 1x2. The 1x2 will be on edge, it'll be approximately 1 inch longer on both sides, and then the 1x6 will actually be the exact same width as this. We're at 66. So we need a 1x4, that's a 66. I need a 1x6, that's a 66. And then I need 2 1x2s at 68. Done with the saw, let's go put the headers together. Real simple, all I do is stack the 1x2 on top of the 1x6. We'll glue it and nail it, and that'll be the end of it. Look at my nail gun. Okay, we got our header. It's the easiest part to put up, actually. Just because it simply sits up there, like that. Make sure it doesn't fall down, right? And then all we're gonna do is measure over 1 inch overhang, right? So it needs to be about about right there. You know, we got framing, we got a header up there, right? So it's just a matter of nailing it. So it's just like the rest of the headers in my house. I have a couple different styles of headers, but in this bathroom, all are identical to this. So, same process, but you just gotta kind of hold it until you get it nailed on one side at least. Simply just measure over 1 inch. So let me go ahead and nail it. You want to put some small nails into the casing, into the jamb, just to kind of hold that tight. It's pretty firm already. So let's go ahead and sink this. You got plenty of meat. You can see how it makes that nice and tight. So all we got to do is fill the holes, do some initial caulking, and it's pretty much done. I've said this multiple times, this stuff's good stuff. I use it on my drywall, I use it on my woodwork, whatever, it's great stuff. So the trim's already primed, so all I gotta do is put a finished coat of paint on it. I'll do that at a later date and time, because I have bigger ideas with this room. I'll put links in the description of all the tools I used, and also some videos you can refer to if you're pulling off your old drywall or your old trim work. That's pretty much it. It's easy, like I told you in the beginning of the video. If you're gonna do this yourself, just remember 4 things. The jamb, the casings, the header, and the seal. 4 parts to a perfectly trimmed window every time. If I brought you value during this video or any of my videos, if you like home improvements, you want to improve the value of your home, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.